Hey guys, joining me for today's at-home Pilates workout. Today is a full body workout. We're not going to need any equipment at all. We're going to be starting off with some upper body strengthening moves, working down into the core, and then finishing off with some glute building, sculpting exercises. If, however, you do want to add some equipment, you can throw on a set of ankle weights. For the glute sculpting work, it'll really step up the intensity, but without any weight at all, you'll still get in a great workout. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to start down on our mats in an all fours position. From here, we're going to curl the toes, breathe in through the nose, and as we exhale, we're going to push up into a downward dog. Really stretch and lengthening through the spine, lifting the tailbone up toward the ceiling and flattening out the upper back. Drop your knees down to the mat, inhale, and exhale. Lift back into your downward dog, stretching and lengthening the spine. Lower down, inhale, and exhale, shoot the hips up. Inhale, tap the knees down. Exhale, lift the hips up toward the ceiling, stretching and elongating the spine. Two more. Scoop belly in to get that lift. Nice work. And last one. And just pedal out the heels here, stretching the backs of the legs. You can look from side to side, getting a little bit of a neck stretch in here as well as you pedal out those heels for 3, for 2, and for 1. Nicely done. Lower your knees down to the mat. Now from here, we're going to get into a low plank. I'm going to drop my forearms down to the mat, bringing the palms together, interlacing the fingers. We want our shoulders above our elbows here. I'm going to step the right foot back, step the left foot back, coming into a nice flat line with the body, scoop belly in. We're going to go into some toe taps to the right side. So we're going to step the right leg away and then back. Step the right leg away and back, keeping that nice flat line. One more and back. Now push up through the forearms, lifting the bum, coming into a modified version of down dog. Come forward again. Now we're going to do the same thing opposite side. 1, 2, 3, abs in and lift. Nice work. Alternating sides. 3 out to the right now. 2, 3. Keep that bum lowered until you lift into that modified down dog. 1, 2, 3, and push up. Nice control. 1, 2, abs in. 3, and push up. Last one like this. 1, 2, 3, back to center. Push up. Hold here for a moment. Really lift those hips, scoop belly in. Now we're going to do alternating toe taps to each side for a total of 10. So we're going out to the right and in, left and in. 8, 6, 5, 4, keep that bum down, 2, 1, and hold. Flex those heels, power up through the abs, lifting the abdominal wall, flexing through the heels, hold for 4, for 3, abs in for 2, and for 1. Nice work. Lower your knees down to the mat, take them nice and wide, and sink back onto your heels. Coming into child's pose. Little break here in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice. Now we're going to come into a full plank position. So plant your hands so they're down on the mat. Fingers are spread, wrists are below shoulders. We're pushing the mat away from us here so we're nice and broad across the shoulders. Step the right foot back, flexing through the heels. Step the left foot back. Your legs should be about hip distance apart. Holding here, lifting the abdominal wall. We're going to go into 4 slow mountain climbers. Knee in, shin parallel with the floor. Step it back, opposite side, and back. Last 2, 1, and 2, and push back into your downward dog. Stretch and lengthen here. Inhale. And exhale, come forward. Same thing again. 1, slow, 2, abs in, 3, and 4. Step it back. Nice deep breath here. And exhale. Come forward. 1, 2. Nice and slow. 3 and 4. Step it back. Stretch and elongate the spine. Last 2 sets. 1, hold. 2, 3, 4. Lift those abdominals. Nice work. Last set. Coming forward. 1, 2, 3. And on the last one, we're going to hold. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lower that left knee down, or whatever knee you've landed on. We're going to extend the arms out a little bit in front of the shoulders, the palms out in front of the shoulders, but we're keeping those wrists lined up with the shoulders so they're in alignment. We're going to extend the opposite leg out long, pointing through the toe, but keeping the hips square with the mat. From here, we're going to lower down into a push-up, keeping the elbows in close to the body. We're going to hold, hovering the chest off the floor for 3, 2, 1. Push the mat away. Good. So lowering, just hovering, 3, 2, 1, and push the mat away. If it's too much with that one leg extended, then you can lower it, having both knees bent. That's perfectly fine. And lower it, hold. 1, 2, 3, push the mat away. Otherwise, you're keeping that leg suspended. Last 2 sets. And push up through the heels of the hands. Good. Last one. 1, 2, 3. And push up. Lower the foot. Bring the other foot back and step it into your downward dog. Come forward. Bring the opposite knee in. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower that knee down to the floor. Extend opposite leg out long. Make sure those hands are in front of the shoulders. We're going to lower. 1, 2, 3, and push up. Lower, just hover. 1, 2, 3. Push up through the heels of the hands. Good. Keep the back nice and flat. 1, 2, 3. Push up. Keep those elbows in really close toward the sides of the body. 2 more sets. You can do it. 1, 2, 3. Push up through the heels of the hands. Last set. 1, 2, 3, and push it up. Lower both knees down to the floor. Take them nice and wide. Walk your hands out further in front of you. Keep those hips and that bum elevated and stretch it out in puppy pose. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale. And as you exhale, walk your hands towards your knees, coming into a kneeling position. Give your shoulders a roll. 2 nice exaggerated rolls. And we're going to move into position for our ab work. So I'd like you to find the center of your mat and roll down with control, 1 vertebra at a time. From this position, we're going to bring the legs into tabletop, knees above the hips, shins parallel with the floor. I'm going to flex both feet, pulling the toes toward the shins. We're going to go into some alternating heel taps here. So I'm going to extend the leg out, slightly straightening the leg, and then abs in, bring it back to the starting position. Extend opposite leg in, pull the belly to the spine to bring that leg to the starting position. So inhale, tap the heel, exhale, bring it back to start. Inhale, tap the heel, exhale, lower abs contract as we bring the leg back in. Now, if you're good here, you're going to pick up your head, neck, and shoulders, interlacing the fingers behind the head. Inhale, abs in to bring it back to the starting position. Good. Focus on those lower abs doing the work. You can make this as hard or as easy as you need it to be. So make sure you're really focusing on that breath work. In through the nose, belly in as you breathe out, bringing the leg back to tabletop. Good. We've got 5, 4, contract that core, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. You can rest both feet down on the floor. Now for this next exercise, you have a couple of options. Option 1, you keep your head, neck, and shoulders down, and you keep your left foot planted on the floor. As you extend the right leg out long, draw a nice big circle in the air as though you were pedaling a bicycle backwards, and continue that pattern, a nice slow fluid movement. Otherwise, you've got that left foot lifted as you move through that circling of the leg. And then your third option, of course, is to pick up head, neck, and shoulders. So I'm going to start with my head, neck, and shoulders down, both legs in tabletop or that left leg lowered. We're going to extend out long through the toe, lift the leg, bring the knee in toward the chest, and then extend out long, drawing a nice circle in the air. It's not really a circle, but you see what I mean. Good. Now, as you come up with that leg, I want you to really contract belly toward your spine. If you're good here, lift head, neck, and shoulders up. Good. For 2, abs in, and 1. Now we're going to reverse the direction of those circles. So we're going to bring the knee in, lift the leg up, and lower. Bring the knee in, lift the leg up, and lower. Reversing directions with those circles. Good. Keep the abs engaged. Keep pointing through the toe. We've got 2 and 1. Both legs to tabletop and lower the feet down on the floor. Now, same thing again, opposite side. So we're going to bring one leg into tabletop or keep that foot down on the floor as we begin circling. Knee in, lift, and lower. Knee in, lift, and lower. Raise head, neck, and shoulders if you've got the strength and the control down. Good. Breathe through it. Really thinking about elongating the leg, flattening the abdominal wall. For 2 and for 1. Good. Now we're lifting and reversing. Lift, bend, and straighten. Lift, bend, and straighten. I've picked up my pace, but you can keep yours at a nice, slow, and controlled pace. Good. We've got 3, abs in, 2, lift head, neck, and shoulders a little higher if you can, and 1. Back to tabletop and relax it down. Amazing work. Now, we're going to place our hands on either side of our tailbone. We're going to bring the knees in toward the chest, and we're going to go into some double leg circles. So we're going to stretch the legs out long, lift, and bring the knees in. Stretch the leg out long, lift, and bring the knees in. Inhale and exhale, belly to spine. Inhale and exhale, belly to spine. Nice control. If you want to pick up level of challenge, you can lift your head, neck, and shoulders. 2, abs in, and 1. Good. Now we're going to reverse. So bring it up and in. Bring it up and in. Ooh, it feels tougher this way. Maybe it's because we've done quite a few now at this point. Good. We only have 3 more. 1, 2, belly to spine, and 3. Bring the knees in toward the chest and just rock from side to side. You can hug your knees And just gently rock from side to side on your mat, massaging your low back on the floor. Nice work. Come to center, lower your feet, roll over onto your stomach. And from here, we're going to come up into a abdominal stretch. You can keep your forearms down on the floor if that's more comfortable for you. For 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to get into place for our glute series. Again, if you wanted to add a set of ankle weights to this, you can. Otherwise, wrists are below your shoulders, knees are below your hips. We're going to start off on our right side. So we're going to point that right toe and we're going to lift, pulse, pulse, and lower the knee. Keep the hips square with the mat. Lift, lift, and lower. Squeeze the bum at the top of the lift. Lift, lift, and lower. Up, 2, and lower. Squeeze that bum. Focus on those right glutes, doing the work to get that knee up, pointing through the toe, lifting the big toe toward the ceiling. Lift, lift, and lower. Lift, lift, and lower. Keep it up. Keep those shoulders nice and broad and the abdominals lifted toward the ceiling. Good. Lift, lift, and lower. 2 more sets. And last one. And lower. Extend the leg out long. Now we're going to do some rainbow taps. So we're going to cross over the bent leg and then up and over to the outer corner of the mat. Up and over, up and over. Drawing a rainbow shape in the air while keeping our torso still and stable and the low back in neutral. So you're really squeezing your bum, especially at the top of that lift, and engaging the core so that you're isolating this work in the lower body and not overarching the low back. Good. Come up and over. Breathe through it. Nice work. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Good work. Now, we're going to come down onto our forearms, interlace the fingers. From here, I'm lifting that right leg again, and we're going to start to draw some lines. So I'm out right behind me here. I'm going to draw a line to the side and back to center. Draw a line to the right and back to center. So you imagine you're drawing a line in the air. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It might be on a slight diagonal. Just really focusing on keeping that leg elevated and really lengthening out through that big toe. As you move from one side back to center, you're really flexing all the muscles in your leg. And you're trying to get that leg out to the right as much as you can, holding for a split second and then back to center. Really make those glutes work. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Lower the right knee down for a moment. Now, from here, we're going to place the left forearm down on the mat so that the forearm is parallel with the top of the mat. I'm going to cover my left hand with my right hand and gently straighten my right arm, although I still will have a bend. Now from here, I'm going to extend the right leg out on a diagonal. We can over to the right side. We can open up the hip here, and we're going to be lifting. I need a bit more space. Lifting and lowering on a diagonal, lifting and lowering. Now, really important here, you keep your shoulders away from your ears. You want your spine and your neck nice and long and relaxed. Abdominals are engaged. Squeezing that side bum on the top of the lift. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep pointing through that toe. Keep the leg nice and straight. For 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Hold at the top of the lift, pulses. Little control pulses. Burn out those muscles. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Relax the leg down. Bring your hands below your shoulders, step both feet back, and then fold that right leg under the body, coming into a pigeon pose. You can be upright like so, or you can fold over the lower body. We're gonna hold it here for 4, for 3, take a couple really nice deep breaths, for 2, and for 1. Amazing work. We're now going to come over onto the other side. So from here, we're working our left leg. I'd like you to place your wrists below your shoulders, knees below your hips. Power up through those arms, broad across the shoulders. Now bend the left leg, pulse, pulse, and lower. Focus on that trunk stability. Pulse, pulse, and lower. Lift, lift, and lower. Up, 2, lower down. Squeeze that bum. Good. No swinging around in the torso. Focusing on those left glutes starting to fire up. Good. Point hard through that big toe. Good. We've got 3, and 2, and 1. Amazing work. Stretch the leg out long, going into those rainbow taps. Lift up and over. Lift up and over. Creating that rainbow shape in the air with that nice bum squeeze at the top of the lift, right in the middle of the rainbow. Good. Pointing and lengthening through that toe, keeping that torso still and stable. My abs I'm like really maximizing my core engagement here for these ones, because with the swinging of the leg, with the lifting of the leg, you can quite easily rock around in the torso and strain the lower back. And we really want all the work to be focused in the lower body. Good. We've got 3, and 2, and 1. Great. Now from here, we're coming down onto those forearms. We're lifting the left leg and drawing that line. Oh, this plant is in my way. Okay, there, got some space. Good, drawing it out to the side and back to center. Really focus on keeping yourself super stable here. You should really feel this into your gluteus medius muscle, working into that side bum, especially as you come out on that to that left side. Keep that leg elevated, neck nice and long, shoulders away from the ears. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Lower down. Bring your right forearm so it's parallel with the top of the mat. Cover your right hand with your left fingertips. Gently straighten through the left arm. And now we're coming up and lowering. Lifting and lowering out on that diagonal. Shoulders away from the ears. Getting as much lift as possible. Really lengthening through that big toe, making all the muscles in the leg work. We've got 7, 6. I know it's tough. Keep it up. We're nearly done. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Get that leg up there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Woo. Bring yourself into a plank and then fold that left leg under the body. Regulate the breath, stretching and opening through that hip, stretching that glute, those glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you might not be happy about this last one, but we're gonna do a little bit of a burnout to finish off this routine. Don't worry, we're done with our glutes. We're gonna be focusing on our obliques, on our core. So we're gonna drop our forearms down to the mat, interlace the fingers, or you can have the forearms flat, parallel, fingers spread, whatever feels more comfortable for you. We're gonna step back into our low plank, and we're gonna go into some hip dips, alternating sides. So we're gonna lower the left hip to the left side, lower the right hip to the right side. Alternating sides, really engage your core. As you come from side to side, focusing on those obliques. Nice, if you need to lower your knees down to the mat, that's fine. You can still rock from side to side on your knees. Just really ensure that you're cinching in that waistline. We've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, abs in, and 1, back to center. Lower your knees down to the mat. Take them nice and wide and push back into child's pose. Regulate the breath here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more breath here. Now walk your hands towards your knees. Lift your shoulders up by your ears. Inhale and exhale, roll them down and back. Let's take one more. And we are done. Amazing work. We targeted all the major muscle groups. You worked really hard. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I look forward to moving again with you next time. Bye.